Guys, it's getting close. We're almost to Success School at Cowboy Stadium, and so Michael and I just wanted to remind you how amazing it's going to be with Andy Andrews, Michael W. Smith, Rich Froning, and incredible training by the doctors on the products and by the top distributors on the business.
This is our Super Bowl. We are so thrilled to be back here in AT&T Stadium.
Let me tell you, before Advocare, we were broke in the form of finances and we were broke in the form of time. And we were told that if we wanted that to change, that we had to do what other successful people did, and we had to get to Success School.
So in order for us to go to that very first Success School, we had to cancel a family baby shower. I was 8 months pregnant, which meant that we couldn't fly. So we had to drive 12 hours there and 12 hours home. Not to mention the fact that we had to figure out how we were going to be able to afford it, because at the time we were living check to check and things were really tight. But we put all excuses aside and we showed up.
It all started in February of 2011 when we didn't have the money to get to Success School, but I sold a couple extra 24-day challenges to make sure that we were there. And while we were there, we really caught the vision for what Advocare could mean for our family. And so we left really intentional. And we went from making $500 a month casually with Advocare to $3,000 a month within 8 weeks at that school. We paid off $17,000 worth of debt using our Advocare income.
We went into Success School with a vision and a goal of making $500 a month in this business. We came out of Success School with a bigger vision. And that first month back, our net income that we put in the bank was $5,318. So was it worth it? Absolutely, it was definitely worth it. Now fast forward 5 years later, we paid our mortgage off, 17 years ahead of schedule. That saved us over $204,000 in mortgage payments.
2 weeks after Success School, I was able to close down a full-time business that was taking me away from my little girl 6 days a week. We had doubled our income and were making an extra $4,000 a month within a month after leaving Success School. And now, in the past 3 months, Advocare's paid us over $27,000. And in 2014, we made an extra $25,000.
And at our second school in August of 2011, it was our first leadership. And although my husband was 3 days out from surgery to remove cancer, he wasn't going to miss it. And so we were there, stitches and all. And, you know, our story grew so much, you know, from that point. But August of 2013, you know, I was 39 weeks pregnant at Success School. So we went from not having the money to cancer surgery to being 39 weeks pregnant at Success School. I don't even know how many times I got offered a wheelchair. I was ready to pop. But we were there, and we would never miss another Success School, because I tell you what, it's absolutely changed our life. It's brought us both to being able to be at home with our kids, and we wouldn't change it for anything. So
We drove to Dallas, and you know, we spent 23 hours in a car there and back. We had to spend $872 between all of our expenses that Success School accrued that we didn't have. But here's what it did: is it instilled in our hearts. It gave us hope. And it gave us belief that we could be successful in Advocare. And so we came back with a fire lit in our bellies. That first month paid us an extra $2,500, life-changing income for somebody who was living paycheck to a couple days before the next paycheck. By our fifth month, that fifth month paid us $6,285. That gave me the ability to walk away from what I did previously, which was full-time military, come home to be full-time husband and full-time dad. 2 months later, we had far surpassed our combined household income, so Amanda was able to come home to fulfill a lifelong dream of being a full-time work-from-home mom. And guys, we've just been living life by design ever since.
See you guys there.